As the drone flies, a big power plant is located in Abuadze seacoast on a 62.25 acres of land, looking to the Atlantic Ocean, 17 kilometers east of Sekondi Takoradi metropolis in the western region of Ghana. Constructing an ambitious power plant whilst working towards the deadline, and when nature throws in a few surprises, the team will not let anything delay their progress. Their aim is to complete one of the largest power plants in the western region of Ghana, with 202 megawatts steam turbine and generator with recovery steam generator and other auxiliaries with future capacity for expansion. Electricity will now be stable and generated to the national grid and distributed to various parts of Ghana by end of 2020. And putting this massive power plant together is a dedicated team of engineers, personnel and constructors. This is an amazing structure. That is Ghana's powerhouse.
The management team that is running the business right now that helped to bring it were Richard Wilcock through the construction period, Ian Johnson, the CFO, and William Pine, his deputy, and in the operation and maintenance, Joshua Kumar and his team that are there. Twin City Energy is the registered trade name of Amandi Energy Limited, which was incorporated in July 2012. Received a power purchase agreement executed a power purchase agreement with ECG in July of 2013, and then received a Ghanaian parliamentary government consent and support agreement for the construction of a 202 megawatt power plant in Abuadze.
We arrived first at the project site in December 2016, just as the notice to proceed to the contractor was being given. And had a good look around the site. At the time, the site was literally mangrove and swamp, which needed a lot of clearing, a lot of ground clearance, not just the mangrove itself, but the clearance of all of the waste that was there, grass, all of the animals that were living there. We needed to make sure that they were taken care of and moved off slowly.
The sponsors of the project are the Endeavour EPH Power Limited, Aldridge Abuadze Energy Limited, the Edry family, African Infrastructure Investment Management, provided the sponsors of the project, with the lenders coming from the DFIs and also the commercial tranche. CDC provided 20% of the lending to the project, which in total has a 417.6 million debt and total equity and debt capital amounting to 555.1 million.
It wasn't going to be easy, and one of the challenges was sourcing the right manpower for the project.
We took the challenge of taking the youngsters for training them and making them as the operators and the technicians and the engineers at different levels, to have a complete experience and knowledge base to carry out the work on their own. So we, at the one point of time, we have conducted a test for about 1,500 students who are coming out from the universities and the technical institutes, so to select the best local talent for the operation of the plant.
I was actually the first electrical engineer employed here on site during the construction phase. That was about 3 years ago. And looking back, though it was challenging, I am very thankful for that opportunity, because it is what has brought me here today. I happen to be the only female engineer on site, and the experience has been amazing. I get tremendous support from my colleagues, and I have great mentors in my supervisor and my manager. My role is in the maintenance department, and what we do is basically to ensure that our electrical equipment are in good service, they are in good shape and ready to be in service whenever we need them to run.
When I received the request to purchase the COVID-19 relief items, I ensure that I purchase the right items items that were up to standard, items that had FDA approval for the various communities. I was part of the team that did the distribution, and I was glad to see the joy and then the excitement with which the people received the COVID-19 relief items.
Abuadze is a fishing community in the Shama district of the Western region and bordered on the east by Shama, on the west by Intrabine, and to the south by the Atlantic Ocean, and is now a synonymous thermal electricity power generation community. This fishing community has transformed over the years to be an enclave of power generation plants since the first construction by the government of Ghana VRA of a 330 megawatts combined cycle plant and the first independent power producer in Ghana in October 2002. Since then, the Abuadze community and other neighboring communities have opened to business traffic with the construction of other power plants and factories, which has promoted various economic activities in the Shama districts. Beyond power generation, TCE implements a comprehensive corporate social responsibility program which integrates core power business with support for community development in the areas of education, health, and culture.
My major duty is to ensure proper and cordial relationship between the community and the company. And at PE Power, we deem CSR as a very critical component in ensuring cordial community relations. Before we put together our CSR plan every year, we contact the community through formal and informal meetings. I also carried out CSR surveys in all the 5 surrounding communities of the company. During these surveys, we identified their needs, we prioritized the needs with the community and their leaders to ensure that the plan reflects what they need. We've presented items to the CHIP compound, we've presented cement to Abuesi community, we've also presented food items to the orphanage, we pay the school fees for the children at the orphanage.
As part of the integrated CSR program, TCE donated various amounts worth 71,493 Ghana cedis and 98 pesos items as COVID-19 relief donations in 5 communities in the Shama district, namely Abuadze, Abuesi, Jomo, Lower, and Upper Intrabine.
Aha Intrabine Health Center, we serve Intrabine community and in the surroundings. Now during the period of COVID, and then PE Power, saw ya saying, donate PPEs, and it really helped us because during that period, now you're not trained. Into the PE Power say, "Oh, the boy, now you're saying I'm going to Jumana nothing be to me, I saw ya saying."
One orphanage, which is ours, the Grace Orphanage, which is just right down the road from where the project is. They have become our adopted partners, and in the last 4 years, we have contributed to the orphanage in various ways, including having people from our Houston office and individuals contributing to bring the orphanage kids presents. But through the COVID period, we have provided a significant amount of help to them and also provided them with all the PPEs that they require.
COVID-19 be ena mama from many basin po ayesa na so amunu mu wana waye den wo bem zezban na nam na aze was a bay instead amada ne do ye nyi jesam wo fie ha because na ma from na nkasa po onyi nam wo ha ibia yezban ya dai den ya da mo ho na so the moment na wo bem no because enyije be shame of Raman wana afunum emma so me na enyu osoi
TCE for Abuadze papa. One man community public address system. Abuadze and 2. One man necessary CHIP compound. One man Yama. I am from here and support community for CHIP compound. Say so CHIP compound also will be see CHIP compound at the Amahan. Because of that, Belize asase that one matter say by August ending. No waba start. Yabon tofa yeda wana se bebre mboya wada ma community amma yenyo so papa yenyo so onkodara wonbo hen.
TCE donated to the National COVID-19 Fund to support government of Ghana's interventions to alleviate the hardship brought on the citizens of the country. Back at the plant, and there was a plant visit by the General Manager Reginald France, and his team took a detailed tour of the facility to make sure all was set to go.
The plant utilizes two types of fuel, which is essentially, it uses natural gas and light crude oil. With regard to the natural gas, we have a gas sales agreement with GNPC, Ghana National Petroleum Company, and also a gas transportation agreement with Ghana National Gas Corporation, GNGC. Now, the gas flows through from the metering station to behind the wall to what we call the DVS. The delivery valve station then fills and allows us to take gas straight through those pipelines all the way through to the two yellow filters. So the two yellow filters, we then take them out in there, and we have a regulatory meter which meters how much amount of gas that we have taken. Additionally, when they go through here, the boilers then heat them. They come right on through those two heat exchangers that you see there. The two heat exchangers then bring them through the regulatory metering, and the metering then delivers constant pressure, which goes from this pump right on to the gas turbines. That's what we do have. The filtering station and the gas exchangers and the regulatory meters have redundant equipment so that we don't have to be down as a single point of failure that might occur in it. We're still able to work. So that is what it does there.
Welcome to the Twin City Energy Central Control Room. This is where all the plant operations are done from. We have three major screens. The central screen that shows the whole plant overview and guides the operator to easily identify defects on the system by the blinking you see on the screen. We have this alarm viewer that populates the events or the activities or alarms within the plant to draw the operator's attention. And then we have the trender screen, which allows the operator to identify the changes in the operating parameters. So on this screen, we have the main equipment, the gas turbine, the steam turbine, the HRSG, we have the condensate tank, the LP drum, and then the HP drum. When the gas turbine is in operation, it takes air from the ambient or from the atmosphere, produces power from the air, the exhaust flows into the HRSG, where water is fed, changed into superheated steam, and is used to drive the ST. We have the balance of plant equipment that assist, and as the operator is carrying out the activities, changes in color or blinks on the screen draws the operator's attention to occurrences where they can use their screens to verify and carry other activities. These trenders and the alarm viewer are all used in conjunction to assist the operator execute his activities or the operations with the right safety and ensuring the right operation specifications are met.
In the end, power will be generated and transmitted through the national grid to serve various communities in Ghana.
This will be a good success story for the complete reliance of the local knowledge and the team base in plant operations.
Moving from the construction phase to the completed stage now, I'm very grateful and proud to be part of this success story.
I love the fact that they adhere to HSC policies and procedures, and everything that they do is standard. And if you ask me, I would always want to work for a power company, especially PE Power Limited.
I am very privileged to be a part of this company because it has always been a dream to be part of the team that generates power. and I'm looking forward for the plant to go commercial so that it will serve the purpose for which it was built.
Thank you very much for your contribution as a lender to the project.
For the entire team, seeing this big monument is a big day to celebrate and a dream come true.